Hello fishing fans, Steve in the kitchen again with another quick family recipe that we really enjoy. Now, most of the time you'll see us making things from scratch, but we cheat a little bit on this one. So we're going to talk about the ingredients first. You're going to need, as usual with any recipe when I'm cooking, you'll need 6 to 8 ounces of Pinot Grigio, preferred California. Perfect. We're going to use frozen dinner rolls. Now this brand Rhodes, look, we make a lot of our breads from scratch and you'll see that on our recipes, but we make this item, Venetian island bread, a few times a week. It's just a staple at dinner time in our house. And we've learned that this particular one, we're not a fan of most frozen dough, but this particular one is awesome and as good as homemade. So for this particular case, we're going to show you how to make it with the frozen dough. You're also going to need about a cup of olive oil, a couple tablespoons of garlic. You're going to need some sea salt, some Italian seasoning. And I'm going to use this pan. You can use a sheet pan, you can use a glass dish, a pie tin, whatever you want to use. I'm going to put about a dozen of the rolls in here with a little bit of spray. Not much. Probably going to need a scissors here. And we're going to make a little bit of blessing for them. Like I said, super simple. We make up this blessing in large batches and we keep it in the refrigerator because 2 or 3 times a week we are slacking out dough and making these rolls for ourselves or for our neighbors. Super, super simple. All right. Now, once we have that dough inside there, we're going to make the blessing. The blessing is just a few ingredients. Olive oil, and I'm using a little mini food processor. You can use a blender. Olive oil, about a cup. Don't have to be exact. Chopped garlic. You can use whole cloves because you're going to grind it up anyway. Italian seasoning, about a tablespoon. And a lid, which stopped me from spraying it all over myself. Quick little pulse or two. Sounds like a chef, huh? We're going to dump that in a bowl. So I got a little brush. And we've got the blessing. Olive oil, Italian seasoning, and garlic. We've got the dough. We've got a little bit of Parmesan cheese. And we've got some sea salt. My wife's not here, so I'll put the salt on before she gets here. She always says that's too much salt, and I think it's impossible to use too much salt in this recipe. And I'm going to take this blessing and I'm simply going to put it over the top of all those rolls very generously. We want the olive oil on the sides, underneath. We want it almost soaking in it. We're going to have that dough just soak it all up. Get a little sprinkle on top. For this particular one, I do not suggest using fresh herbs. They just tend to burn. All right, you can cover this. This will go right inside the refrigerator overnight and be ready to bake the next day. And or you can just set it on the counter. About 2 hours, it'll double in size. It'll look something like that. We're going to bake this in the oven, 350 degrees, for about 15 minutes. I'm using a convection oven. If you don't have convection, maybe 375. We're going to take it out. We're going to bless it again, put a little cheese on it, and finish it off for about 5 minutes. So it's a real quick, simple, few ingredients. Wow, you're going to love this recipe. Hang tight. Okay, in the oven they go. They've about doubled in size, as you can see. Very well blessed. Little extra Italian seasoning on top. 350 degrees on convection. In the oven it goes. And I'm going to set the timer for 15 minutes. And we'll be back to check on them in a minute. All right, timer's going off. They're just going to need a few more minutes. We're going to baste them one more time with the blessing. generously. Make sure you dip down in there and get all those garlic pieces. I'll give them a little tiny sprinkle of cheese. Oh, so messy. Five more minutes. We'll be back. Okay, timer's going off. Let's see how they look. We're just gonna pop those on a plate. And there you have it. Venetian island rolls. Quick, simple, easy recipe. Wow, awesome recipe, super simple. Our family loves this bread. I mean, once you start making it, it just takes a few minutes, throw it in the oven, it's ready to go the next day. Hey, if you like these videos, if you're enjoying yourself watching the kind of foods we eat, we appreciate if you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And hey, if you're ready to live the Florida lifestyle, visit our website, smithfishing360.com, and start the search for your new Florida home. We would appreciate the business. Thanks. We're going to go fishing and see if we can catch you something else.